This is episode 1889. Welcome to the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I welcome you back to our theme this week, where we are exploring mental balance with the wisdom of the ancient Greek Stoics. And I am recording this meditation series for you from Greece. And I've had the chance to visit the Stoa, or the gathering place, where Zeno, the founder of Stoic philosophy, met and shared this philosophy with his students. As I visited the Stoa along this agora, or gathering area where Greeks' ancient philosophers shared their wisdom, the Stoa of Zeno was actually under construction, so I wasn't able to stand there and think about what that must have been like listening to him talk about Stoicism, but I was able to see it. I was really close to it. And I want to share with you in today's episode your meditation technique, which for today is a mudra that's customized for this week's series. And this mudra is called the Kalesvara Mudra, and it helps you to feel more mentally balanced, which is what this series is all about. It's a pretty simple mudra to do, although you might want to take a look at how to do the Kalesvara Mudra on a slowdown guide that you can find for free on the Sip and Om meditation app. You can try this app for 2 weeks free access to the full app of over 1,800 half-hour guided meditations that include these slowdown guides with all the techniques, as well as a weekly journal. This, again, is the Sip and Om meditation app, but I'll guide you through how to do this mudra. I also want to share with you in this week's series another of the Stoic virtues. So there are 4 virtues, and I shared with you in yesterday's episode the virtue of prudence, of doing things wisely and carefully, and using some caution when you make important decisions. In today's episode, I also will share with you another of the virtues, and that is the virtue of justice. And I want to share with you what Marcus Aurelius has to say about justice. Marcus Aurelius is not one of the ancient Greek philosophers, but he wrote extensively about Stoicism, as did the early Greek philosophers, but unfortunately, many of, if not most of, their writings were lost. So Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who was born in 121 AD. He ruled from 161 to 180 AD. He was the last of the rulers who were known as the 5 good emperors. And during his reign, there was relative peace and stability in the Roman Empire. He wrote a book. Actually, it was a diary, and it turned into a book when it was found after his death, and it is now called his Book of Meditations. And this is mostly reflections on his life according to how he's applying this Stoic philosophy. And I encourage you to keep a journal this week. This will be an important part of this week's series because when you keep a journal, you will begin to see patterns emerge as to how stress triggers certain responses from you. You'll gain an awareness of your behavior, and this will allow you to take steps to help you feel more balanced emotionally. So I want to share with you a quote that Marcus Aurelius said in regard to justice. He felt that justice was the most important virtue. It's a common thread that runs throughout the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, the book that he wrote. Again, it was actually a diary he was keeping that was turned into a book after his death. The Stoics believed that everything in the universe, including humans, including nature, is part of a sacred whole. In fact, the Stoics believed that it was our human nature to help one another and to be kind to one another, and that this wasn't for our own benefit to become a better person, but rather it was for the world, to make the world a better place. So here's what Marcus Aurelius has to say about justice. He says, "It has long been proved that we were born for fellowship." He goes on to say that whoever commits an act of injustice acts impiously against the most venerable of gods, since nature has created rational creatures for the sake of one another, to benefit their fellows according to their deserts, and in no way to do them harm. So as you settle yourself down to meditate today with your mudra and your focus on justice, think about justice in your own life. Think about how you treat others. And if you feel that there may be a person or persons in your life where you feel you may need to extend a little more justice towards them, think about this. Think about how you could create more justice in your life and in your world, how you show up for others. And I'll guide you now through the mudra. So as you sit up straight and hold your hands in front of your chest, you will be shaping your hands as if you were forming a heart with your hands. Your thumbs will be facing downward and touching each other. And you'll bend your fingers to where they fold down into your palm, and then you'll place your middle knuckles of your fingers together. And then you'll extend your middle fingers upward as if they are creating a steeple above the heart you are making with your thumb and your index fingers. Again, you can receive this on the Slowdown Guide at the Sipano Meditation app. So this is the Kalisvara Mudra to help you with mental balance. And as you meditate today or go about your day, think about how you can create more justice in your world. You are so worth slowing down for.